It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I hope you had a great weekend. It is you and me and you, live. It's Monday, January 13th, so happy Monday. Let's make it hope your Monday was a great Monday. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast, the afternoon. Your day is almost over. Here on the East Coast, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Chicago, everybody Central Time from Minneapolis. And prayers, shout out and prayers to the people of Minneapolis, the entire city. Because the entire city literally is under siege by these thuggish Nazis with these masks, these quote-unquote ICE federal agents. We'll get into more of that later, but just shout out to everybody in Minneapolis, everybody on Central Time from Chicago, Milwaukee, down to Memphis, and Jackson, Mississippi, Little Rock, and Houston, and Dallas, and New Orleans, Birmingham, up 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And like I said, everybody live in Los Angeles and Vegas. As a matter of fact, I asked the news about Vegas. She's about to camp out. Well, not camp out. She's going to be doing a residency. So I'll tell you about that in just a few minutes, 4:30 p.m. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, and you can share or tag this link to the show on your page and everybody else that you know. All your friends, your fans, your followers, your family, folks you barely know, folks you love, you like, folks you ain't really crazy about, folks you can't stand. Some of them MAGA cult members. Yeah. Share this show and tag it on their page. It'll make their head explode. And all their followers, they'll just lose their damn mind. But go ahead and share and tag it on their pages to everybody. And tell everybody to subscribe or just grab some of the video. You can do a screenshot and chop it up, make it go viral. Thank you. I want to shout out Mayor Shardale Murray of the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, and Murray's Mortuary, brand new sponsors of the Geno Jones Show. So shout out to Mayor Murray, Mayor Shardale Murray, and Murray's Mortuary. They have 3 mortuaries here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area, North Charleston, Johns Island, and in Hollywood, the town of Hollywood, South Carolina. And the town itself will be seeing Mayor Murray and some of her spokespeople for the town, making appearances on the show. They're doing a lot of great things in Hollywood, South Carolina, which is just south of downtown Charleston. It's part of our Charleston, South Carolina metro area. So I want to send a big shout out to Mayor Murray. If you'd like to be a sponsor or advertiser on the show, I'd love to have you as a sponsor. It's part of the Geno Jones Show family. Reach out to me. I'll get you all the information you need to become a sponsor. Just use my email address, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell it. All one word, Geno Jones Show. No the. Geno Jones Show @gmail.com. All right, so it's Geno Jones Show @gmail.com. And if you like to financially support the show yourself, use that email. You can Zelle your financial support, or you can Cash App it, $Dad G Jones. All right, let's start off. Oh, by the way, the show is interactive. So everybody that's watching me live right now, if you got a question or you got a comment, you can jump in my chat room live right now. All right? And you can start a conversation, join the conversation. If you got a shout out, you want me to shout somebody out, it's their birthday, their anniversary, whatever it is. Maybe like Teyana Taylor, she won a Golden Globe. So we'll talk about all that shortly. As a matter of fact, let me segue to Miss Mary J. Blige, who didn't win a Golden Globe, but who has announced she's about to go to Vegas. Look out, Las Vegas, and viva Las Vegas, because the queen of hip-hop soul, Miss Mary J. Blige, is called her own Vegas residency called Mary J. Blige. My life, my life, my life, my life in the sunshine. Well, okay. So the actual name, I'm just singing the hook of one of my favorite Mary songs, My Life. So the actual title of the residency is Mary J. Blige, My life, comma, my story. The Las Vegas residency coming to the Dolby Live at Park MGM, the MGM studio, or I should say the MGM Grand Casino, the MGM Casino, Dolby Live. That's a really nice venue. I think Usher was there when he did his Vegas residency. A lot of folks have been out there. I think New Edition was at the same venue. But anyway, so Mary's going to be there starting May 1st through July 18th. Now tickets they got these pre-tickets that go on sale depending on if you are a club member to this or that. So, if you are a club member to, just go to Mary's website. Just go to Mary J. Blige's website and they'll let you know. Because some pre-sale tickets go on sale on Tuesday, January 13th. Some go on sale on Wednesday, January 14th. Some go on sale Thursday, January 14th. Some go on sale January 15th. So just Google Mary J. Blige's website. I think she got a maryjblige.com. Or just tickets to see Mary J. Blige in Las Vegas, Dolby Live at the Park MGM. Okay. So I had to make a trip. That might be nice little birthday present in May to check out my girl, Miss Mary J. live in Las Vegas. I've seen her so many times, but I think that would be a really cool venue. A really great place to see Miss Mary J. We have to work on that. We got to see long as them tickets ain't $200,000. Because sometimes, I love Vegas, but sometimes some of them seats at these Vegas residencies, I get it, but, look, I've got to invest in my own financial security, my future financial security. I ain't mad at nobody else. But before I can help Mary J. Blige or anybody else secure their financial future, I got to make sure that I'm in pocket. Got mine in pocket. But shout out to Mary J. Blige. I absolutely would love to go see her. So I probably will. We'll check it out. And since I'm giving out big shout outs, shout out to Teyana Taylor. This sister's bad. Singer. She's a dancer. Acting. She did some choreography for Beyonce back in the day. And she's really a pretty good actress. I loved her in Straw. There was a Tyler Perry movie where she was like a co-lead with Taraji P. Henson. And really an excellent movie. I know some of you Tyler Perry critics, I hear you, but that was really a pretty good movie. And Taraji P. Henson killed it. And Teyana Taylor's role was amazing. So Teyana Taylor got the Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress for One Battle After Another. It's a movie. It's like I think these are like some political activists. I haven't seen the movie, so full disclosure. So I'm not gonna stand here and act and lie to you and stick to the lie like this current regime does and act like I saw the movie. I just saw like a little brief headline about what the movie was all about. So anyway, her role, she was excellent, obviously, because she won the Best Supporting Actress role. So, and I heard something about, it was some little crazy sex scene, kind of reminded everybody of Halle Berry's scene in Monsters Ball. And, how come that a black woman always got to be having some wild, crazy-ass sex with a white man to get any kind of award? Hey, listen. These folks vote on this, all right? The majority of the people, Golden Globes, in film industry, television, so they vote on it, and the majority of them are not melanated. But it doesn't. I'm just happy for Teyana Taylor, and shout out to Wanda Sykes. Oh, she was like name checking people to their face. Bill Maher, yeah, Bill Maher, you could talk a little less. You doing too much. We've seen enough of you and your hypocrisy. So I'm glad that she called him out. She also called out this comedian, Ricky Gervais, who is an atheist and, got a thing for trans folks, transphobia. So she did it, and it was funny as hell. And he actually, so he won an award, and she said if he was here, he would thank God and the trans community, which is really like straight shade, because she knows it. He's an atheist. And he's transphobic. So shout out to Miss Wanda Sykes doing her thing. She is a funny, funny sister. Once again, I want to shout everybody out that's watching the show live right now. You see where it says chat, live chat. Jump in there. If you got a question, you want me to shout somebody out. Once again, birthday, whatever it is. Shout out to my number one fan and my executive producer. That's my mother. So you can join that conversation and start your own right now in our chat room. Jumping in. Let me know where you are, who you are first. Say, hey, Geno, this is so-and-so, and I'm wherever. Chicago, New York City, Philly, Atlanta, Miami, Los Angeles, Portland, Oregon, up in Minneapolis, where we got this madness going on. Once again, I want to shout out to the people of Minneapolis specifically, because Orange Hitler and his paramilitary, his own, because he can't get the real U.S. military to really just ignore their oath, because they don't take a loyalty oath to the president. The men and women of the U.S. military, they swear an oath to the U.S. Constitution to protect the Constitution and to protect Americans, all Americans. They ain't the president's personal police force, or his muscle, his personal goon squad and thugs. But that's what these ICE agents are. These federal ICE agents. Just they've been deputized and they've been emboldened and empowered just to not give a damn about the law. We know what happened to Renee Good, 37-year-old mom of 3 that was murdered, shot in her head, center mass, with her child's stuffed animal in her glove box and her dog in the back of the car. More people have been snatched off the streets in Minneapolis. I heard that a lot of the undocumented and even folks that are American citizens that look Hispanic or brown are afraid to walk the streets because literally I saw a video. There was a Hispanic woman. It was a bus stop in Minneapolis. You had a white man, you had a black man, and you had a Hispanic woman, and these ICE demons, these ICE goons and thugs rolled up to this bus stop and just grabbed this looked like maybe middle-aged Hispanic woman and took her away. There's some people that were out. There was a young man that was an American citizen, but he was Hispanic, worked in a Target store. Actually, Minneapolis is the headquarters for Target. And the young man had his passport on him. I found out, thank God, they eventually released him. But it's like, really, what is this bullshit? So I've been saying this and I'm going to beat this drum because I've said it for a while, but I've really turned up the intensity because I don't really think that Americans really realize how dangerous we are living in a very, very precarious and dangerous time. Because you got a madman that is mentally not with it, who is demented and diminished and the epitome of narcissism, ego, racism, misogyny, sexism, bigotry, hatred, that feels, he said himself basically, the only constraint on his global power is his own mortality. I wouldn't have said that out loud because karma is real, but keep talking, Trump, keep talking. But in the meantime, he puts not just all of America and really the world in a very dangerous place. Because you snatched a president out of his country, talking about invading Venezuela, talking about invading Cuba, Colombia, Mexico, Greenland, now Iraq, or I'm sorry, Iran, because there's instability in Iran. There's an uprising among the people. The Iranian government is killed, I believe I saw a number like 500,000 people. So there's unrest, and then Trump is talking about, intervening. So you and Israel already kind of bombed some of their nuclear sites. So this dude is, first of all, the U.S. military is not large enough to have what they call boots on the ground in all these countries. And I found out from my military, or the military expert for the Geno Jones Show. You've seen him on the show, retired Marine Master Sergeant Roy Gray, shared with me that you had some NATO allies, NATO countries, doing military exercises in the area around Greenland and Denmark. I think like over the weekend or late last week. So that's sending a message. It's like, okay, so Greenland and Denmark is what they call a NATO ally. The Northern Atlantic, what was it? Northern Atlantic, I think treaty. Okay, you can Google it. But basically, NATO is the organization. All of these countries, after World War II, NATO was formed. United States was, of course, one of the leaders. I think England, Great Britain. So you have all these countries, and basically they have, it's in writing that they have sworn basically an oath of protection. So if you are a country that is part of the NATO Northern Atlantic Treaty, something, if you are a member of the NATO alliance, as a matter of fact, that's what I got to, I love doing this. I love doing this search live on camera here. So because that's just, NATO, what does NATO stand for? North Atlantic Treaty Organization. I was called, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Military alliance formed in 1949
Thank
that
you.
unites countries in North America
Yes.
and Europe for collective defense.
Okay, thank you.
This means an attack on one member
Is an attack on, that's what I was just saying. Thank you, shut up. North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO. The exact number, I don't have, how many, let's see, is it, how many was, let's see here, how many countries? It was 449 here. I love doing this. Founding, membership, 32 member countries. United States and Canada, many European nations. Headquarters is in Belgium, Brussels, Belgium. All right, so there you go. 32 NATO countries. Thank you, Google. Northern Atlantic, yes, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So if any country attacks a country that is a NATO ally, all the members, so that's all 32. So attack on one NATO country is an attack on all. And all the members of NATO, all those countries and their military, have already agreed. This treaty has stood for, what, for 49, you can do the math. That's what, 76 years, going on 77 years now, almost 80 years. This treaty has been in existence to help keep peace, especially in Europe, for nearly 80 years. So now Orange Hill is talking about, as a NATO member, talking about attacking another NATO country. So it's interesting that some of these European countries that are NATO allies held this military exercise around Greenland and Denmark. That wasn't accidental, and it wasn't planned initially, but I'm sure it was just to say, hey, what you might want to do is calm your ass down, okay? Because what you're not going to do is just think that you just, so who's to say you would stop in Greenland? With this ego, he wants to be Putin. So who's to say he would stop in Greenland? Denmark, Finland, Sweden? This dude is demented. Demented. He's got an evil spirit. and mentally he is very diminished, but he's very dangerous, and he's very evil, and just a sick person. So, but let me just kind of bring it back here. So what I have been urging everybody to do, because there's so much talk about, because there's so much going on, and then the chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank, Jerome Powell, once again, Orange Hitler has sicked the Department of Justice. It's like the Department of Justice doesn't work for you. They work for the American people. But he's weaponized every branch of government. So now he's turned the Department of Justice into his own personal police force that he can just, and law firm where he can just sick on anybody. So Jerome Powell is the chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank, which you don't mess with. And I did get a chance to watch CNBC today, but now the Orange Hitler Trump Department of Injustice, because that's what we got to call it. The Department of Injustice has launched a criminal probe into Jerome Powell, who recorded a video. So you can find it, I'm sure, here on YouTube. Just do a search for Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's video message from January 12th, yesterday, Sunday night, that basically said, the only reason that there's a criminal probe into me because I won't do what the president wants me to do. And by the way, the Federal Reserve Board is completely independent of the President of the United States or any other leader. Completely independent. So Orange Hitler has Donald Trump is not Jerome Powell's boss. Period. Full stop. Because that organization, the Federal Reserve Bank, is purposely independent of politics. But Orange Hitler is not satisfied with that. So with the murder of a 37-year-old white woman, mother of 3, in broad daylight, in the middle of the street, in her car, her SUV, with her partner in the car and her dog in the back seat. You had an ICE agent that killed a black man New Year's Eve in Los Angeles. You've had other shootings, people that have disappeared because of these goons and these thug ICE agents. So what can stop this madness? Well, to stop the madness, you got to stop the madman. But the quickest way to stop the madman before the election in November is to stop the people, or stop the cash flow of the people that's funding this madness. All these CEOs, these companies, from your Jeff Bezos and Tim Cook at Apple, the CEO of Google, all of these major corporations, shut this shit down. Shut this economy down. Stop spending money. Period. We need to have 30 days of we're not buying nothing, bare essentials. Stock on toilet paper and in canned goods or whatever it is, so you don't have to go to the store. So these supermarkets, retailers, restaurants, any and everything, shut down this U.S. economy for at least 30 days. Don't spend any money. I mean, really, really. Forget going to lunch, brunch, dinner, no movies. Forget football, Super Bowl parties, all of that, national champ. It's the only way to get people's attention with money and power is to dig in their pockets. Because see, Orange Hitler is a puppet. Trump is a puppet. But these billionaires, they're the puppeteers. They are pulling his strings. And they don't care about innocent, white women or Hispanic grandmothers or Hispanic teenager or black men or black women or elderly black grandmothers on the south side of Chicago being snatched out of their apartment with these military helicopters hovering over the top of an apartment building, supposedly looking for Venezuelans and ruining the apartment building, even more than it was to where the people that live there forced to have to move. These billionaires don't give a shit about none of that. But do you know what they care about? Do you know what they do give a shit about? Is their money. So once again, the way to get people's attention with money and power is to dig in them pockets. And we need to dig in them pockets so deep that we just punch a hole through them pockets to where we can touch the top of their toes. Because we shut this economy down and stop spending, stop shopping, don't buy shit. At least 30 days. I'd say I'd do 90. But start up 30 days. Stock up now. Let's come up with a date. We're shutting this shit down soon. But you can do it on your own. You don't need a formal announcement. Have the conversation among your family, among your friends, among yourself. Just start doing it. Just stop shopping. Shut this economy down. Because I guarantee you dig in these billionaires' pockets deep enough, or they will shut it down. Because they will go to the White House. They will go to Mar-a-Lago and say, hey, dude, we put you in here. Our money put you here. Our money is keeping you here. Our money is funding you tearing down the East Wing. We put you in this seat, and we will take you up out of the seat and find somebody else to put in the seat. I guarantee you, the billionaires can do that. And if he messes up enough of their money, because like I said, they don't care about people being shot and killed. They don't. Name me the CEO that you have seen that has come out publicly and condemned the action of these ICE agents. I could be wrong. I haven't seen it. It hadn't showed up on no timeline of mine, on any of my social media platforms. And look, I do this for a living. So I'm on all kind of different platforms. I get all kind of videos because this is what I do. I have not seen or heard. I haven't even seen a social media post, a written post from one American CEO condemning and criticizing what this regime is doing, what these ICE agents are doing. So they don't care. As a matter of fact, a lot of them are making money. Hatred, bigotry, and fear is big business. So a lot of them are making money. So we got to dig in their pockets. But if you dig in the pockets of enough of we just shut this shit down, if we stop shopping, shut it down, shut down the American economy. I mean, really shut it down, like shut it down like COVID shut it down. I mean, that kind of shutdown. No kind of shopping, no nothing. These CEOs will say, hey, listen, what you doing with these agents, they don't care. But they will go and say, hey, listen, now you are messing with my money. You fucking up my money, Orange Hitler. So you're gonna have to modify, you're gonna have to call your goons, but what you're gonna have to do, because the American people are truly fed, they're speaking with their dollars. And they're speaking with their dollars because they are not spending their dollars in mass. And it is affecting our bottom line. And you've affected our bottom line, we're about to affect your bottom line. So you need to do something. Call your boy, call your people. Call Christy Nome or Tom Holm or Stephen Miller. Tell them to sit their ass down and tell those ICE agents they're going to have to calm down. Or we're going to have to replace you. That's what it's going to take. So are you ready to do it? Are you ready to do that? Famous line in the movie Untouchables, what are you prepared to do? Well, I'm giving you the blueprint. So are you really pissed off? Are you really fed up? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you really angry? How pissed off are you? How fed up are you? How sick and tired are you? How angry are you? So I'm giving you the blueprint to take that anger and that energy, pistivity and frustration and all of that and channel it in a way that will get Orange Hitler's attention, because it will get the attention of the people that's bankrolling this bullshit. These CEOs, these billionaires, and these companies digging their pockets. Just keep digging. Don't stop. Shut this shopping down. Shut this economy down. Period. Shut it down like we shut it down. Well, we didn't. Shut it down like the COVID virus shut it down. You'll see a change. Yeah, keep protesting and everything, but I'm telling you, I've been on this planet for 6 decades. One thing I know about billionaires, multimillionaires or billionaires now, the financial elite, the 1%, now they're not really God-fearing people. Their God is money. That's what they worship. Their Lord and Savior is the dollar bill, is cash, is money. So you shut down that cash flow, you'll get their attention real quick. Trust, don't take my word for it. Just try it. Have a conversation among yourselves, among your family, your friends, your co-workers, your church members, your club members, your fraternity, your sorority and fraternity sisters and brothers, whoever, your neighbors, anybody. Start with yourself. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and you, and you, and especially you. God most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hey, share and tag this episode on any and every social media page that you have. Share and tag this episode on every social media page that you see. Everybody you know and don't know. All right. You can do a screenshot, some of the video, chop it up, put it up on TikTok, on Twitter, Threads, or X, Instagram, TikTok, fan base, Blue Sky, all the platforms. If I left one out, put it up on there too. The Geno Jones Show, brought to you by the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, Mayor Shardale Murray, and Murray's Mortuary, 3 locations here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area, North Charleston, James Island, I believe it's James Island, and in the town of Hollywood, South Carolina. Thank you to Mayor Shardale Murray and the town of Hollywood, South Carolina. Like I said, I would love to have you as a sponsor. If you'd like to be a sponsor of the Geno Jones Show, advertise. I'd love to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family. Geno Jones Show, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Just shoot me an email and I will get back with you. I'll give you all the information you need, sponsorship information you need if you'd like to support the show financially, because it is so important that we support Black-owned media. We need alternative media to speak truth to power, because these networks, these broadcast networks and these cable networks are busy kissing Trump's ass or afraid of him. So we need to have somebody that's fearless, to speak truth to power, as my grandmother says, to tell the truth and shame the devil. So if you would like to support my voice, my platform, Black-owned media, alternative media, truth-based media, it's not going to gaslight you and stick to the lie. So you can support financially the show and my media company. You can use Zelle. Just use my email address that I just gave you, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell my name. All one word, Geno Jones Show at gmail.com. Or you can cash out $ Dad G Jones. That's all one word, $, capital D, lowercase a d, capital G J, lowercase O-N-E-S. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. He is the CEO of Designer Cuts. Check him out on Instagram, KelB Cutting Up, KelBecuttinup. Allie Jones is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her and her Lexi Jones collection out, lx.ncl_, is that little dash, lx.ncl_. Thank you for watching, everybody. I love you. Thank you for everybody in the chat room and more. We will see you live. Is there anybody else I need to give a shout out? We'll see you live Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. All right. Thank you, everybody. God bless.
When Geraldine and I tell our girls about growing up in the 80s and 90s, it's like talking about a whole different planet. We used to play outside till the street lights came on. We drank straight out of the water hose, ran everywhere, explored, got lost, got hurt, busted our knees, our heads, and our butts. Nobody knew where we were, what we were doing, or who we were with. I'm Chris Jones. I'm a rocket scientist, a minister, and a girl dad. And I have a theory about why childhood and everything else feels different now. Because gravity hasn't changed, but the price of a trip to the hospital has. Blue jeans, Jordans, gas, groceries, and health insurance. Everything is more expensive, and it's scaring us out of risk, innovation, and the joy of life itself. It was more affordable to fall, to fail, to get back up. And our parents trusted America enough to let us run free. Bankruptcy was for gamblers and crooked real estate developers, not middle-class families, not teachers, not cancer patients. I'm running for Congress because the fall of the American working class wasn't an accident. It was a political decision. Meet my congressman, French Hill, the most powerful banker in America. He's my opponent, but he's your problem too. He chairs the Financial Services Committee and fights anything that looks like consumer protection. The law to limit overdraft fees to $5.
This is a change that could save American households $5 billion in overdraft charges every year.
French Hill killed it. Yep, they even found a way to make being broke more expensive. If there's anybody who's got to go, it's him. I'm blessed. I studied hard, earned 2 degrees from Morehouse College, then 2 masters and a PhD from MIT. I married my best friend, who's a combat veteran and an ER doctor. God gave us 3 beautiful daughters, and along that journey, I earned the votes of 319,000 Arkansans who believe we deserve better. I have good news for you. You can still go outside till the street lights come on. We call it organizing. Just you and a few friends fighting for your freedom, standing up for each other. We have 12 months to win this election. We have a poll that makes this a 1-point race and a grassroots organization that has been growing for 3.5 years. This district is full of fighters. We're doing the hard work, and we need you to join us.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.